What'd you send a guest request to disagree on?
Well, the top thing, I think we should fund Israel forever. Um, that's pretty much my agreements on, not agreements, but disagreements.
Cool.
And
Why?
why? Um,
Also, how old are you?
I'm 40.
40. Lovely. Would you send a guest request to Yeah. So why do you think we should?
It's the only country in the Middle East that will support U.S. if it ever was in trouble.
Really? Because I believe Jordan has a direct intelligence integration with us. Saudi has supported us militarily and intelligence wise. Um, I mean, we could go on with a few other ones in the Middle East that have. I believe we have some economic ties into Qatar, right? The UAE has
Ugh.
we've dealt with and had diplomatic ties with. What are you talking about?
A lot. A military man that's been in the military 14 years and got 8 deployments on my back. So I can tell you exactly what the Middle East is about, not what you think it is. Now, the media tells you that the bad people are on the Palestinian or the Israel side. Now, Netanyahu is a
It
bad
doesn't.
man.
It really, really doesn't.
Netanyahu is a bad man. I agree. I'm not denying that he has a history of being a bad person. Now, that doesn't make Israel and the right to Israel defend itself and take over the bad factions. I mean, they're doing what they're supposed to do to defend their country. Um, what they do there will definitely depict our salvation when it comes to our country. Our country will not be take. I mean, these people aren't who you think they are. What's your idea of the age group? You think they're gonna come and shake your hand and be, jump around
Do
and
you believe that I support the age group?
you might not, but the same people that you are supporting, they'll turn around and uh, unalive you from the back. Because I've dealt with people in the Middle East
Well, I'm
for eight.
just advocating that no matter anyone's ideology, they don't deserve to have war crimes committed against them.
But is it a war crime when you're defending yourself?
Well, under international law, many actions of Israel are war crimes. Killing journalists, for example, war crime. Not letting the
So
Red Cross into a war zone, war crime.
do you understand what is the definition of a war crime? Are they maliciously trying to unalive innocent people?
You don't have to be malicious. You can be negligent.
No, the U.S. has done it 24/7.
Yeah, the US is the largest war criminal in the world.
So I think so. Look, have you never been to war? You never been in combat, correct?
What Okay, I'm 19. What war do you think I would fight in?
Probably none. Yeah, I can tell
Okay.
you hate the U.S. Yeah, so probably
Never
none.
said I hated the
That's your
US.
opinion. Well, you already said that we're warmongers and we unalive people for
We
no
are
reason.
war. Well, I said we were the largest war criminals in the world. That's just stating a fact. Stating a fact isn't stating an
Right.
ideological
And all
opinion.
soldiers unalive people for fun. I got you. That's what you say
No,
about
I didn't say that.
troops.
Wait, so it's just
We
indisputable that America is the largest war criminal in the world. That's just a fact. I mean, if you say you have 8 deployments, I hope you understand the impacts of those actions.
the impacts? Yeah.
Yeah, under international law, America, and I believe there was a report by Pew Research that found that a third of U.S. soldiers that ever were on active duty committed one or more war crimes.
Hmm. So do you know that the
So
U.S. is the only country that has prosecuted American service members for war crimes?
you realize that what? No, wait, sorry. The only one that has prosecuted American service members. Yeah, because under international law, it's illegal for the
No, no, no,
ICC to
no, no. I'm talking about service
prosecute.
members in general. Service members in general.
That's not
So
true.
our country tried to
Wait, that's
do,
not true. Even Israel has prosecuted service members.
but compare our numbers nowhere near. But
But what
here's
you
my
said
point
was
about
not
that.
true then.
Here's my point about that. Here's my
No, but the
point
thing
about
that
that.
you can't just go off feelings. The
It-
thing that you said was not true. Say something that's true.
no, it is true. We do prosecute people. What are
Okay,
you talking about?
You said that America was the only one that has prosecuted American
In
military troops.
numbers, yes. In numbers, yes.
That's not how the word only works.
Okay, you're pick and choosing which word you're gonna
No, I'm
choose. What you're
literally
doing.
just taking
So
the
look,
sentence that you
I'll
said,
go back. I'll
judging
go
if it's
back on the
correct and saying
only.
it's okay, make the
I'll
correct
correct
that's
it.
what I asked you to do. Say the
Right, right,
correct
right.
statement.
I'm wrong. So, but I meant to say that in numbers, the U.S. has definitely got more when it comes to prosecuting people. But let's get out of the
By
U.S. We're talking
comparison
about
to
Israel,
who?
huh? It doesn't matter who we compare it to. It's a fact. There's no
Because we have
lies. You
the
can look it up.
largest military in the world.
That's not why. That's not why. We're the
Well,
only.
no, but it
China
does
will never
explain it. What you would
prosecute their
have.
men. China will never
China has
prosecute anybody for
prosecuted
doing what
their
they
own
do.
men.
Well, give me an evidence because I've never seen it.
You don't think that the People's Republic? Wait, you don't think that the People's Army has had criminals within it? Absolutely, they have. China has
Well, I'm
made a
sure they have.
show. China has made a show of prosecuting them. I believe that a lot of those prosecutions were corrupt, right? Because the generals were
There you go.
political opponents,
Right.
right? But once again, it means that, Bragg, just because the actual facts still fit your narrative
Look,
doesn't
I'm
mean,
arguing the point.
it doesn't mean that the actual facts that you stated are true.
Well,
There's a
they are
difference
true
between
because
what's not
evidence.
true.
Evidence, right? So we prosecute people over evidence. Let's not talk about China. Let's go back to Israel,
Wait,
right?
but you were
So
talking
why
about
is
comparisons, and the comparison you made was not true.
wait, let's go back to the topic. I think you're afraid to talk about it.
I'm not
So
afraid. I just don't like liars.
no, no, you're doing this liar thing. You're afraid to talk. Let's go back to it. All right, let's
Wait,
go
I'm
back to
doing
the
this liar thing because you're a liar.
right. Are you gonna call me a liar and kick me off? Is what you're gonna
Well, if you continue to lie, yeah.
do? Look, here's my thing. I will never support people that support the H group. Does that make sense?
So you
I
wouldn't
mean,
support Netanyahu's policy in 2019 to allow Qatari money into the Gaza Strips precisely for maintenance of political control of the H group? So you'd never support Israel?
you're talking about you're talking about proxy that's a whole different story. That's a whole we
Israel
can't really
supported
go
the
into
H
that.
group in 2019. That's unequivocal.
I wouldn't say support, I would say
I
funding
mean, they
for certain
allowed billions
reasons.
of dollars into the area, specifically to main military
Right,
order
right.
within the area under the military regime at
So
that
my
time.
question,
So, how else would you support them except economically, militarily, and politically? You there, brother?